Hi everyone, this is Al Mamun Abed Ali from the Udacity SUS Cloud Native Scholarship. Now, this is the lesson 3. It's about containers and orchestration using Kubernetes. This is the first exercise in the lesson 3, which is related to packaging application. The packaging is using a containerization method. Now, in this exercise, we have, as seen here, there is a GitHub repo which is containing the Go application. We want to package it and we want to register it to our Docker Hub. So if you don't have Docker Hub account, definitely you have to register one here. And once you register your Docker Hub account, you would have your ID and password. I have some images here. So we will play around this, and actually it's good exercise for you from the ops side, because if you are in operation side, mostly if you're not knowing Go language, it is a good exercise that you run an application for some software programming language that you know little or not or nothing about it. Actually, I has never been studied Go language before. I used Python, PHP, Node.js for backend, and it is good to me to check my operation skill. As you see, I promise that I will never expose the solution. I will never go to solution uh, lesson. I will do it live as if I am do it alone. So the first thing first we have to go to this repo, and here we go. Okay, so what we have is this repository for the exercise. Now let me take the URL, and I already have this shell is open here. Okay, so we already have it, which is definitely the one for the previous lesson. This is the nano degree 64. Okay, so let's check it. We have this exercises, and we have Go hello world, and there is a readme. Okay, so I want to open it. Okay, let me just open the shell here. Okay, so here it is. To run up the application, use the following command: go run main.go. This application listen to board, and here how it should working. Okay, so that is the main.go, which is something easy to be read if we are a programmer. Yes, it is not something hard. Okay, it's good, a nice language. Now let's firstly we need to create a new file. We will name it docker file. Now this is the docker file that we have. We want to go to the website of the exercise into Udacity. We saying yes for this, yes for this, and okay. I just have never, I don't know. Okay, so we want to use this image. So the first thing is that which operating system or which image base level image that we will use for the our image. So we have to have some base image, so we will build on it. So actually what we will doing is that we want to say from, so this is the image name. Okay, I just want to make this side by side, staying here because I need both of these windows. I want it to be like this. So um, we want to get this source code of the file, and we want to build it, and we want to send the directory. So we want to make a copy. Make sure that everything is written here in copy. It will take the file that we want, set the working directory to go source app. Make sure that to copy all files from the current directory to the container working directory. Okay. So from this to this one. So this is the source, this is the destination. This is the source, is the current directory, and this is the destination. Okay, let's say this. This will be fine. Now, what we want is actually that we want to set work directory to this. So what we're saying for this three command line, this is the main, let's say the main operating system, the main image that we will extend, that we will use, and this is that we're copying everything in the current directory to this directory inside the container that will be running. Now we want to set the default directory, like that when we opening the shell, like let's see this, when I open the shell, the default shell, it will open my home directory in this Linux environment. So I'm saying to this image that when you open the container, the default directory will be go source app. Okay, so this for now. Now what I need to do, I have to build the app. To build application, use go build o output, which is the output hello world command, where the o hello world will create a binary of the application with the name hello world. So this has to work like this. So I have to say run, and I have to give it a command, which is this, go build run. Okay, so this image has to have the go application, go language installed, so the go command has to work perfectly with it. Now what they wanted to do is that it's have this board, so I have to say expose, and I have to say that this board, I expose this board to the outward. So I'm saying this, my container is containing this board, I want it to be exposed. Now how I run this, this has to be running. How I run this is by saying cmd with the executable that I have. And since this is the working directory, so when I have this, is actually referring to the working directory, and it just has to work. Now I'm saving the Docker file. I get back to my shell. Okay, sorry. Now, first thing, I want to say Docker. What's happening is that for the previous command I did not use sudo. It has to be run under the root account. Now what we want to do is to build this Docker file. So what we want to say that we want to give this something name. I should have the package have to go hello world. Okay, So I want to use this. I have to say this. Okay, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry, I had just added the image. Now what's happening is that it will be built step by step. Now if I has built an image using Go language layer, the system will not download it. But since I does not, since this system will be downloaded as a layer, each layer of this will be built and be reusable, and we could reuse it in different kind of application. Now let's say that if we want next time to build from Golang or from this image, everything in this will be already cached, will be used upon it. Now it will not be cloned and rebuilt. Now each unedited layer could be used in multiple places. So that is how the containers are being some lightweight. It's lightweight because we could reusing the layers in different application, and this reusability give us more flexibility. So now if I building next application, this will not need to be downloaded. Okay, sorry for this. This is the internet and it has to be completed in just a couple of seconds. I will have to pause this until it's complete, and completing when it's finished download. Okay, so here is some weird stuff happening. There is a file that's not been found. I will just say this in Google. As I told you, I has never been running any Go language application before. And let's check out our operational skills, how we can debug and do something like this. How we could this. Okay, so what is saying that initiates follow the tutorial that was doing to create a model. No one else has been upgrading from the old version. Okay, so it's been said that docker run go mode initiates. And let us try this thing. I think it will work. So we want to say run this, and let's save it, and let's try it. Okay, so everything now is working. What we have to do right now is to run the container. So how we could running this container, just say docker images, sorry, so for this is my old images. So this is the hello world image. I'm gonna run this image and just check if everything is working good. So we want to expose this. Okay, so let's say it's running from this local board to our 6000. I believe if we do it like this and to check this application, Okay, so what's happening right now? Then let me check if I could access it using my local IP address. And I was just trying to do it is just by trying to changing the boards. Okay, so I will do the following. Okay, so I will run this without the attaching. I want to see its shell directly, so I want the Docker run it and I want to be inside it and to know if everything is working. And also I have to know that I have to check that if I am taking the right service, the right port, which is this one, and this one is being written right here. Okay, exactly. Now this should work. Nothing right now. And yes, now it's working because I do some little weird things. Is that I try to reserve different ports for the service, but it's not working. I have to debug it. It's not time for doing these things. Now the container is working as it's supposed to work, and it is working on this port with this name. Now we have to make this image, tag it to different tag and push it to our Docker Hub account. So what I'm going to do, okay, it's a stop, nothing worked, nothing reserved. And this is Docker images, and we already know there is this image. Okay, so let me see that what we want is that you should have valid tag version with the major minor patches included. Docker container should be running on your local machine by referencing image from the Docker hub with the valid. Okay, I have to push it to my firstly I have to tag it. Which I want to do is that this one, let's see what is this. And I will use this thing is the same. It will and shall work. And when using this, is everything will work. You shall find it in this way. Now this the version, this is the tag, this is the image ID, and this is on our local computer, and we has not finished it or push it yet. All I have to do is to say push, and I have to with this one, and I have to say this and go. Okay, so it's saying that there is not exist because I forgot to copy the tag, which is this version, because there is no latest tag. And by default, if you not give it this version, it will search for the latest. So we has not make any latest, we make just this version. So let's push this one. Now what will happen is that we're preparing the layers and we'll push it to the Docker Hub registry. There is a many registry that you could use, and there is some private one. Even in Docker Hub, you could do something like this and make your own team push to it. There is um, multiple way to do it. Now this the system is mounting the library, Go language, and pushing. Then this layers it has been pushed, so it has been saved. Now everything go fast because it is, as is mentioned, it use some cache layer and try to build it up layer by layer. Now just refreshing, and this is our though now everything is okay. Vulnerability scanning, we could enable it, and we say that if you want to push a new tag, and if you want to see it as a public, if you are a public, how it will be set like this, and anyone could just use Docker Ball and get it to its system because it is a public repo. Now you could manage your repository, and you can do it. You can make some settings here, like scanning, or make it a private, and so no one will, because no one will see it as we see it before as a public user. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next exercises. Bye bye.